Boom. Wednesday night.
That's right.
In the Room podcast. Tommy Shayhood, Steve Domenico.
Here we are, buddy.
Live.
We are here.
Johnston, Rhode Island. Tommy, how are you?
Good, we made it.
Took last week off.
Yep.
Week after Halloween or the day after Halloween. Halloween was on a Tuesday. We took last Wednesday off.
Yeah, a lot of crazy shit going on. Busy season.
A lot has happened since Halloween and a couple of that weekend, Halloween weekend. So we're going to recap a little bit of our weekend. But before we say that, Tommy, a lot went on.
Yep.
And a lot, I had an announcement that I put on. And
we are here, by the way. We are here is all that matters,
Here.
That's
the podcast goes on.
8 o'clock Wednesdays.
Change a little bit. Let me make sure I have sound as always. But as you can notice oh, there we go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
As you notice right now, we are streaming from the Room Podcast on Facebook, also on YouTube, same channel we've always been on, Twitch and Twitter of the Room Podcast. And we're also on Instagram as that, and also Ambassador Fighters. But the main reason why, we are here tonight specifically, but we will have a guest. But main reason is to talk about the future of the podcast and why I am no longer a part of New England media, New England MMA media, New England MMA, as far as the page, the site. Still support, still my buddies,
course,
still
guys.
Co-founder of that thing, that great page. We developed it before COVID. We were ready to launch it, and COVID hit. And we idled, and we still pushed through, got things pretty worked out. We still did some interviews on, what fighters are doing behind the scenes.
Of course.
And we killed it in the last, 3 years? 3 years, or over 3 years.
Since then,
doing rankings, all that. And before that, I was media doing my own thing.
Yep.
Always at the fights doing it. I've been doing it since 2014. The podcast has been since 2015. I've been covering MMA since 2014, and I have had it.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it, right?
I have had it, people. I should be looking at the camera. As we go, the podcast is going to change in some ways, and camera angles, lighting in here, we're going to change things.
A little bit of upgrade.
Little upgrades coming. But
Good.
I've had it, Tommy, and there are a number of reasons why I've had it. I've been contemplating this for several months.
Yeah, you've talked to me about things, changes you wanted, and
several months. And then we've spoken about propelling the podcast. Not this is we're making money, or we're gonna make money. We enjoy doing this.
That's what's bringing us in here.
And I want to reach more people, and I want to talk to more walks of life, professional walks of life, more of the artistic nature,
Cool people,
entertainers. Cool people with a great story who are just not Joe Schmo off the street. You got to be somebody. We're helping each other out here with giving your story and let me give you a platform. So you got to be somebody, a working entertainer, or something like that. But that's where we're going.
cool.
We are not saying we are anyway going away from having fighters on, talking to fighters about their fights.
Yeah, friends.
But I am no longer media. I don't call the shots. I don't do rankings. I'm not going to fights as media.
You just want to be the Room.
I want to be the Room Podcast.
Hey, that's
and
legit.
if I'm talking about you, you're a fighter, you're an entertainer, you're something going around in New England, bands, comedians, anything topic I feel like covering. It's on me, whether I talk good or bad about you. I know nothing about politics, but down the line, maybe I'll have someone come on here and teach me.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
that's a good idea.
So I'm a sponge, and I know nothing about anything but MMA.
Sure. Yeah.
MMA, music, and I know how to make people laugh, and I love comedy.
Yeah,
So
man.
them are three great fucking things right there.
Yep.
To go on. So there's other factors other than being tired of it, the work that goes with it.
Sure.
The hours I put, I love it. It's creative.
Yep.
But at this point, I want to create
Your own stuff. Yeah. More in
of
your
other
own
things. And I'm playing drums again. I'm playing jamming in the band. Focusing on that. I want to play out. I want to play weekly, bi-weekly. in the next 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, man.
So I'm looking forward to that in the next chapter of my life.
These are all
Being
great
in a working
ideas.
band again, like I was when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and there's a lot going to come out to this room because I'm going to bring that part of my life into the podcast. There's going to be bands. There's going to be music.
Yeah.
In the future, as far as where the podcast might be held, I've spoken to a promoter in New England, Rhode Island specifically, about this music thing happening, and we were going to do an MMA podcast at one of his karaoke things and have fighters come sing.
Okay. What? Fighters sing?
Well, you know,
Jeez.
they could show up and sing once they have a couple of drinks, but that's down the line. But I just want to say that's what's going on with the podcast. Not only because the work, there's the scene itself has changed from when I started.
Of course.
A lot of the fighters, kids that I was covering back in 2014, 15, up until 2020, are retired.
Yeah.
Have gone on to the UFC.
Don't even fight anymore.
Don't even fight anymore. Our coaches having their own gyms, have their own fight teams. I don't know the fighters much anymore, and I'm not passionate enough
to do the
keep
homework.
that going.
Yeah, to do the homework, to really get the information.
So I have a nucleus of fighters right now that I know. I have a dialogue with. I've known them since they've grown up. They're always going to be welcome. Let's come on here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Let's talk. You know, you got a following. I mean, you fight. But as far as interviewing them for specific fights coming up, no. They want to come on the live podcast? Yeah.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday night?
Sure.
But if there's a guest there, no, I can't. You know, we can't. You know, I'm going to try to get a couple in a week with the music, the producer guy there. Get a side thing going on with that, with acoustic coming in here, playing live, maybe original bands, trying to get their name out there, play a little taste of their music. So there's a lot of things. Comedians have a show coming up. Come on, tell me a joke. Let's
let's get
see
you.
if you
Let's
make
get
me
you out
laugh.
there. Yeah, let's
know
get
what
you
I mean?
out
Let me
there.
see if I can make you laugh. Maybe I'll be a comedian down the line.
You could.
You fucking don't
I can see
know
that. You never know,
what is
man.
coming from me. But one thing is not coming from me. It is media anymore. New England MMA covering it. I'm still going to follow it. I'm still going to support it.
Still promote
I'm
them.
still going to support
Knows it.
New England MMA, the guys there, whatever they decide to do with the page. They bring on, other people to, take the place of the section I'm covering. Dylan's killing it in Connecticut and, parts of Mass. I was killing it this way. They want to get someone, there's a transfer period going on, a little transition. And, I've spoken to the guys. We're going to sit down and figure out exactly what's going on. But at this point, I'm not posting anymore on there. It's all those guys. I might post stuff about fighters, my favorite fighters and stuff that
when
on
they're
my
coming up.
personal page and stuff like that. But the podcast is now entertainment, a broader spectrum of entertainment. It's not going to be a PG-13 show.
No.
We might not be able to stream all the time on Facebook. It might only be on YouTube or Twitch. But I'm going to have some controversial guests on here in the future. Maybe Howard Stern style.
I was going to say that a couple minutes ago when you were saying that. I was going to say porno stars.
Yeah, a porno stripper down the Foxy lady who has a story, who has a fire.
I'm sure she has a story.
I would love to talk about how you got into it.
Let's talk about your dad.
What's going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, all the things.
So you see what I mean, Tom?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
And the past year that I've been here, it's been a lot of that anyway. We talk about everything. We fucking talk about movies. We talk about music, all the things. Weed.
Yes, I would love, weed guys on here or anyone that deals with CBD, anything down the line.
People
I'd like
in
to
the
learn
industry.
about that. Mike, our buddy, Kazvan.
Yep.
Kazvan.
Think so.
He is a friend of the show.
Yeah, great
I'll have
resource.
him on again.
Fuck yeah.
But the main reason why, not the main reason, there's so many reasons why, but I'm detaching myself from the New England MMA media circuit. So if I say something and it's derogatory or it's criticism toward a fighter, because I'm still going to be following you, I'm going to still see the shit. And if I say something online or on my podcast, it's on me. It's on me. It's on the podcast, and there's nothing biased here,
No.
because it's me. It's all me. So I have friends in the New England MMA community.
Of course.
Tons of them, coaches, promoters,
Mm-hmm.
everything. And I got a couple of fighters, coaches, fans that don't like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And I'm still going to keep that going with the podcast.
Yep.
But I think I'm going to have a lot more followers, and because the band situation, the comedian situation, it's going to be baby
Yeah, you're
steps.
gonna
It
make
ain't
it
like
grow.
people going to be knocking down my door to come on. You know what I mean? But, you just open up that, that valve a little bit.
Yeah, man.
And people, I have a platform. I got a TikTok with 68,000 followers.
Yeah, man.
Not that I use it a lot. I got lucky with a couple of videos, but every time I post something up there, I get like 3,000 to 4,000, views on a video or my podcast clips. Same thing with Facebook. I have Ambassador of the Fighters. That's got 34,000 followers.
Yeah.
I can easily convert those pages
Into one.
to the Room podcast.
Yeah, of course.
And
use it all.
grab that. Followers will fall off. But so what? The percentage, it's still better than I have. And it's not about, I'm not going to make money, but I want to get people out there.
Yeah,
I want to.
you want to get your voice out there.
I'm an entertainer too, Tom.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And I'm also going to be playing in a band down the line. So I'm
Yeah.
going to be promoting that. Hell, I'll be fucking inviting every fighter in New England when
Yeah.
I play, when it comes down. And it's going to surprise you. I'm telling you, it's going to surprise you. Tommy, anything you'd like to say
that was
before?
That was a great monologue from you. But it's good. That's a good explanation. You and I spoke. And yeah, this is what it is. I'm here for the room. You know what I'm saying? We're here.
And, also, there's promotions out there. If you need a guy in 2024 to do some special shit for you,
Yeah.
I'm not media anymore. I can work for whoever
That's right.
I choose. You know what I mean?
Could be the next Bruce Buffer.
I could be no, I don't want to.
He gets a lot of money.
I know, but I don't. There's only one Bruce Buffer in fucking New England, and that is Andy Katzikowski.
That's right.
No other. So with that said, 2024, big things. But until then, we're going to be having everyone on the show. It just might be me and Tommy. We are also going to get Travis Lars down on the show. We got big things coming out this weekend. We got Cage Titans. I don't even know what number it is, Tommy. That's how much I haven't been
That's
paying
where you want
attention
to go,
to it.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Neff is this weekend. I have no idea what number is. I didn't even know Joe Giannetti is fighting Pat Casey.
Yeah.
For
Did
the
they just announce that
170
this
pounds.
week?
They announced it. It seemed like Mike announced it yesterday or today.
Yeah, because that
But
wasn't
I thought
scheduled.
I saw a poster somewhere floating around. But that's how much I know.
Yep.
Dylan says he wants to come back on. Of course,
yeah.
Dylan. Of course, everyone's going to get their opportunity here. Like I said, I'm going to support the page.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in. That's what Mike Polvera, like, he didn't reach out to me about when I made my decision. He asked me if I wanted to come on the Table Titans on Monday. And I just was, Mike, I just want to kind of separate myself right now.
Yeah, get it all out there first.
Get it out there and kind of, tell you my side of the story. I mean, there wasn't one thing that made this decision for me. It was a ton, and it was over a lot of time.
Over a long time, yeah.
It was a lot of time. I think it's just time for me to step back. I'm not friends with some promoters. And, a media guy out there kind of needs to get along with everybody.
Yeah, blocking you on things.
Exactly,
That's just a
you know what I
headache.
mean? And I think everyone that reached out on my messenger was blowing up.
Yep.
And for your great, beautiful, heartwarming comments on Facebook on my post. Sorry, it was such a fucking how should you say it? Blatant post, like how
Sure.
but I just wanted this. I didn't want anyone
Right to
to
the
talk
point.
me out of the decision because I already had made my mind up, and I kind of wanted to stick a dagger in it.
You want to make it so it was clear.
And I didn't figure it would blow up like that.
Yeah.
I didn't figure because
Yeah.
I don't see that.
No,
you know what I mean?
You just kind of did it, and then
and I don't see you know what I mean? I just keep going forward. I don't look at
Yep.
people loving show or whatever. Get that feedback from you.
Yeah.
You're with the troops
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, I'm on the ground.
What time is it? I got to get Jeff on here.
Yeah, 20 past.
Oh, it is. We're right on time.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't announce. We don't have our heckler on this.
Maybe he's a New England MMA fan.
Jared Kelly did say, "Oh, you got to get some corn stars on." That was probably he said that before.
They
we
say
actually
corn. They say corn on the internet, so it doesn't get flagged.
Oh, you can't say
Yeah.
corn on internet anymore?
Yeah, yeah, or something like maybe if it's typed out, it
Really?
Yeah, it'll make it so like it gets flagged.
We definitely got to get off. Your wife's watching, by the way.
Nice.
We
What's up,
definitely
babe?
have to get off Facebook,
Yeah,
especially if we have a Foxy lady or
if we have a Foxy
lady
lady.
of the night on
Yeah.
telling us about
Yeah.
problems. We'll have to Lysol the fuck out of this. I'm so not that you're all like that. You know what I mean, I don't want to deter anyone,
Goddamn.
but we do have medicines here to
a
clean
little
up.
penicillin.
To clean up. I could get a little something for you. All right. So with that said, Jeff Clark, I'm going to message you right now. So that is our guest on tonight. Jeff Clark is going to call in.
Combat Cowboy.
The combat Cowboy. He is calling in. He is on his way this weekend to Bangor, Maine for NEF.
Yeesh.
I do believe Lars, maybe Travis, are heading to Cage Titans. Thank you, Mike Polvier. He invited me as, his guest, and I'm working.
Yeah.
Fucking 7:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's Saturday night.
And I'm going in at like 3 in the morning, and it's Saturday, the holiday weekend. There was no way I can.
Those are always
cut it. Christmas is coming.
Oh, Labor Day weekend. Yeah,
I work for the fucking post office, so it's not happening. 35 years this year.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my pin.
That's good,
motherfuckers,
dude.
by the
That's
way.
good.
I'm waiting for my plaque to put on the wall and my pin.
They have those
And my daughter. Yeah, they give you that shit.
at 35 years,
Or
when you retire.
10.
Yeah.
15,
So you have a couple of them?
25. I don't know where the fuck they are. I probably had them in my ear at one time. I don't know.
Little
Fucking
pin.
no. I think I gave them to my daughter when she was like young.
Yeah.
But she's getting my 35-year pin.
That's cool.
Because it's probably going to be the only thing she has from me, except for this shitty podcast and a few dollars.
Yeah.
She's got that 35-year
Nice.
pin.
He was a postman for
Dad,
35 years.
He's fucking committed,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That's pretty good.
All right, so I'm going to message in Jeff Clark right now. Jeff Clark has never called into this show.
No.
Jeff Clark and I have become good friends.
Nice.
And with that said,
You guys are bros.
let's get Jeff Clark on.
Jeez, that thing is way too big for your head.
It is, but it fit with the wig. Oh, we got to talk about that.
Yeah,
Way.
yeah.
We got to go over Halloween too.
I know.
But ready, buddy? Ready? So anyway, Jeff Clark was here for the CES Fight Companion.
That was
the
fun.
last time we were in this room,
Yeah.
right?
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
it was that Friday or something, and then Halloween was.
We didn't do a Wednesday
No,
after.
we didn't.
Yeah. No doubt.
So Jeff stayed the night, and he left this in my car because we went out after the podcast to the bar.
Is that as a metaphor when
Oh,
a
he's
cowboy
right.
leaves
All
his
right,
hat
all right.
in your
Let
car?
me, let me call Jeff right here. Let me get him down here. I think that hat looks pretty. Sometimes they're like you're a little boy in the hat.
You look kind of like that. It's big. You can see it's not fitted for your head. Kind of look like one of those oversized hats.
Does he have his video on? Jeff, put your goddamn video on. There it is. You're good.
You see me now?
I love you, man. I see you. Hold on.
What's up, Jeff?
Everyone else is going to see you, though.
Okay, let's go.
All right, my man. How are you, Jeff?
Doing good, doing good.
All right. There you are. He's in the
Yeah,
frame
in the
now.
hut.
Jeff, you got your laptop with you by any chance, or did you keep it off?
I do have it with me.
All right, just in case we got to talk about some stuff. But, Jeff, I don't know if you've been watching. I think you have, but
Oh yeah.
I gave my little spiel before, I had you on. I did tell you guys about my thoughts and, what's going on with me. And Jeff's only reply was, damn, my first fight companion, and they're over already.
Hey, at least you had one.
So, Jeff, that is not the case, man. We're still going to be doing those down the line. But, I just had to step aside from New England MMA. And I think you've only been there, a year and a half or so. So, before we move on and we talk about, what's coming on this weekend. What's your thoughts on what I'm doing here?
I think that you're gonna crush it either way. I think that, like you said, you've been doing this for years, and you dived into it, and you did mostly everything you can do on a local regional scene. I mean, you've been to the fights, you interviewed the top, you've helped people with a platform that were going to the next level, and you helped people with a platform that was just doing this as a side hobby.
Yeah, like us.
So yeah, why not expand your horizons? And obviously, hey, if you ever decide to go to a fight, a bunch of people will be excited to see you there.
Excellent, man. 2024, I will be back. Like I said before you came on, the post office is busy right now. But Jeff, we did talk behind the scenes, and you are going to be my go-to guy every couple of weeks, filling me in on what's going on in the New England scene. I mean, the fights after November, they died down until January, but until till these cards are over this year, man, we can at least get your input and keep feeding us in here at the Room Podcast about what's going on locally.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I love that you got the cowboy hat. So I was hoping that thing made it back.
Yeah, there's no laundry on it. I don't think I dropped any pizza on it. It was sitting in my back seat.
A little bit of semen on it.
Yeah. I did wear it one night on a Saturday night.
Well, before Jeff came on, I was going to say, isn't that a metaphor? If a cowboy leaves his hat in your car, it means something, right?
I don't know, but that is my favorite, so definitely keep carrying.
Yeah, I will. I know this is an $80 hat. I think we talked about the price range of these hats.
The ironing.
It could be worth more because now me and you wore it, so it could have doubled in price. But
autograph it.
yes, Jeff, it will be here in the Room Podcast till you come back for another Fight Companion. I would imagine our next Fight Companion probably will be a UFC Fight Companion.
That'd be cool.
Because I have not done one of those yet, and I would love to do one of those.
If only that John Jones fight wasn't falling through.
I'd love to do a UFC one. I mean, this weekend's UFC card is stacked. Have you guys looked at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at it today because I know you wanted to come on, talk a little bit about it, and you are going. I think you're going to NEF also over the weekend. Are you not? Or are you?
Yeah, which is going to be awesome. So I get to start the night off at NEF. It is number 55. The main event is going to be Glory Watson headlining, who is obviously a star up in Maine right now. She just got signed to I believe, was it Full Contact Management?
Tyson Chade's Top Game.
Yeah. So she is climbing the rankings, getting new management, making moves. So everyone up there is super excited to see her fight again. Also, Ryan Sanders is going to be fighting, who's also a celebrity in the Maine MMA scene.
Nice.
He's fighting Sage Phillip. Who is obviously always there to put on a show, so that'll be an awesome fight. And then a really cool one is Ed Davis is making his pro debut.
And Ed Davis had just previously, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, fought at PFL as an amateur against Muhammad Ali's grandson or something like that, correct? Did I lose him? Jeff, you hear me?
Nope, he's stopped. Oh, there he goes. Can you hear us, Jeff?
Oh.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, did you hear me talk about Davis, about how he fought at PFL as an amateur against Muhammad Ali's grandson?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually heard that as well. Yep, and now he's coming back to make his pro debut. He's fighting James Lawson. I believe he's out of Florida, so a good test for him as well in the pros.
Well, I know, didn't he just start? Like, how long has he been training in MMA? Ed Davis hasn't been fighting in MMA long. I thought I saw a post, maybe 2 or 3 years at most.
Let me see.
You got him on Tapology? Not that I want to go through all these guys in depth, because here I am. I'm getting out
The
of
ambassador.
It looks like his first fight was his first amateur was July 22. So
yeah, so
he had 4 fights already, and now making his 5th since July of 22. He's crushing it.
Yeah, so I believe that he was only training like for a year. I don't know if he was probably an athlete in school in some sport, maybe football or something. And, he jumped into an MMA gym, and here he is making his pro debut, less than 2 years later. So good for him.
Yep. And then one last one I'll mention on the card that everyone's super excited for is Nate White versus Cody Dular. That one is going to be wild. Both of them just go out swinging for the finish. And Nate White's 6-0 right now.
What is the other guy? All right, so here's where I'm gonna. All right, go ahead. Here's where I'm gonna be the Room podcast. So, what is the other guy's record?
He's 1-2 right now, but all his fights have been against tough opponents.
Who are they? Who are they?
His last one was against Miles Emery, who just.
All right, so let me. All right, so this kid, right? This guy, what's his last name?
Dular, D-U-L-A-R.
He's a hot shit. So let me tell you about him. You know the meme that I put out with the amateur fighter that goes into the crowd and he still has his hand wraps on and his medal and his
like the gift thing, like the
his
costume
walkout shirt, and he's drinking a beer in the fucking crowd near the bar.
Yeah.
That's him. Lars and I witnessed it at Neff.
Keeps his gloves on all night.
Yeah, he kept his. That's where that meme basically comes from. Is him. So he's a character. He loves it, and like you said, he goes in there and it's swinging for the fences. He's a heavyweight, though, is he not?
I believe he is, and looks like the fight on Tapology says 195.
So how? Maybe he was a.
Okay.
He might have been a small heavyweight, but he's a large dude, man. I know Miles Emery's a big guy, a big guy.
Yeah. So he's taking on Nate White again, who's 6-0.
All right. So one thing with that, I have that fight lasting about 55 seconds.
It looks like Nate's fights have all ended. The longest fight he had one fight go to round 2, one fight go to round 3. And the rest of the 4 all ended in the first round in about a minute.
Yeah, I have 55 seconds, either guillotine, mounted friggin' whatever I want to do to you, or Nate's going to try to knock him out real quick. But no disrespect to that kid, but Nate White is he's ranked number 1 in a couple of weight classes at Tapology. His ground game's great. He's fought in like 3 or 4 fucking different weight classes. He's a little fat right now, and he would also admit that. So I see this going no more than 60 seconds. I say between 50 and 60 seconds, this fight will be over.
That's good. That'd be a good bet.
All right.
Same. I think it's going to be a first round. I think both men are going to come out swinging, and we'll see. I'm excited to be front and center for that.
Excellent.
And I guess the last thing I'll say about NEF is that tickets were sold out weeks ago. So the only way to watch it is on pay-per-view at combatsportsnow.com.
Okay.
As far as Bangor, I've been there, Jeff, and it was a 6-hour drive from Providence.
Sheesh.
6 hours. As far as a ride for you, how long is it? And is Bangor like one of the big locations for NEF when they have a card?
100%. I think when Neff goes up to Bangor, they are like the biggest thing in northern Maine. It's about a 3-hour north drive for me.
Sheesh.
So it's definitely a little trip. Not as long as yours, obviously, but yeah, 3
That's why
hours.
you're not doing
but the nights always deliver. They always deliver. It's always worth the drive. And Bangor is pretty cool. The city itself. I mean, they're building it up. There's good restaurants. Things like that
that's
to
cool.
do there. So it's not like in the middle of nowhere, but it kind of is when you start driving there. But
I used to go hang out in Starks. I used to go to this cannabis rally at Harry Brown's farm. So I think it's up near there.
Yeah, I think that's not too far actually.
Stocks.
Yeah, Jeff knows all about the cannabis industry. And Jeff, with that, I would love, I know you do have some friends in the industry. If they ever want to come on and talk about the industry, have them give me a call. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, anything else you want to say about that card before we move on with a little bit about Cage Titans? And who is going there? Is anyone going there as far as media for New England MMA?
I believe Lars and Travis are going there. I'm not sure if Dylan is. I guess the last thing I'll say about Neff is that there's 18 fights total, 6 pro and 12 amateurs, so well worth the pay-per-view buy.
Oh, and last thing with that, I think as Glory Watson being signed by Top Game Management, as we know, they are really, that on that line to UFC, like that they got that little red phone that goes bleeping red when Dana calls or they call him. But she wins this fight. I see I don't even see a contender. I see her making the UFC, early 2024 with a win here.
Yeah, I think that this could very well be one of the last times, we see her fight under the NEF banner. I mean, she is just winning everything, everyone they throw at her, whether they're only 1 loss, 2 loss, whether they're 50, 500 fighters, she's just walking through everybody. So, and not walking through them. She's had definitely some brawls out there and showed she can hang. But, any fight, you never know. She could literally be off to the UFC the next one.
Excellent. I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. Jared Kelly, of course. Josh Belanger, my pal. Love that, man. You got to come down here, Josh. It would be a fucking awesome show. Drinking some beers with me and Tommy, talking MMA.
Fuck yeah.
And the past and all that. Walt Anderson, the guy who made my banners,
Nice.
who's been with me from the beginning, about the beginning, who makes banners for Full Contact Management and their fighters, along with other fighters in New England. Look him up. He's right on this feed right here. He does a ton of shit. There's Neff, the Neff shirt right there. Did Matt send that to you, or did you get it yourself?
No, my last event. I was just trying to put it behind me, but you couldn't see it.
All right, nice. I like the Poirier and Pettis thing posters there.
Yeah, that's my autograph poster. Poirier Pettis. It's got Diego Sanchez and Matt Brown on there too.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
All right, move over a little bit because we're losing your beautiful face. So
There we go.
Yeah, that's what we need, Jeff. I mean, So let me just tell you one last thing before we move on to Cage Titans. So, Jeff, we got to talk a little bit about the fight companion because you stayed the night. We hung out, and this is where I got that hat. But let me tell you, Jeff, he walks into a place, man. He gets attention. Let me tell you. He's got that cowboy swagger of him. We sat at the bar. He got first-class service at the bar. I don't even think the bartender girl charged him for half his drinks.
There you go.
I think I got charged double, and he didn't get charged at all. It was fucking embarrassing.
It's just a cowboy hat, man. It has something about it. I might have to get you one.
Well, look at
It looks like he's got one.
Tell me, people, how does this look? I know it's a little big, but I'll grow into it. I'll grow my hair.
It goes with your mustache.
Imagine if I just and made that promise.
That's what it looks like, dude. It does look. It looks like you just made a promise.
Here we go. Good.
That's good. Yeah, no, the fight companion was awesome. I definitely want to do more.
That was fun.
And we'll get some good snacks on that for next time.
Excellent, man. Yeah, I still got the pretzel. I think I still got them in here. They probably, All right. Well, last thing, Jeff. Let's go real quick over Cage Titans. Some fights you're excited about. Which I told Tommy before you came on. I didn't even realize Joe Giannetti was on the card fighting Pat.
Yep.
Casey, I haven't been paying attention. I'm sorry. I'm not media anymore. I'm a fan, so I don't watch everything. But talk about the card and things you're excited about.
Yeah, I think Joe stepping up is so badass. If you think about it, this fight was originally for the vacant welterweight belt, which he was already the welterweight champion anyway. So, he was just taking a little bit of time off for whatever reason. He wasn't going to be involved in the fight. And obviously, Pat Casey's opponent had to pull out.
Yeah, that's why
So
it got
Joe
announced this
stepped
week.
up, 170. He's going to defend his title. I mean, technically, this is for the undisputed title, I guess, because he is the champion at the moment.
Yep.
I think it's going to be an awesome fight. Pat Casey is a big welterweight. I think physically, this might be one of the biggest guys Joe's ever fought.
Sure.
I know his last opponent, Goody, is very tall, but Pat Casey is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Obviously, he brings hype and attention to any Cage Titans card, so that's exciting. I think the main event, Mitch Raposo obviously is a stud in the area. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's #1 ranked for a reason and a bunch of people's things, and he's just crushing everybody. So I'm excited to see him fight this guy from Florida. I like that Cage Titans always brings in people from different areas just to test out our local fighters.
Yeah, I like that too.
But I mean, the people's main event seems to be Aaron Hughes and Gerald Muse.
Yeah.
Jerry 0-0. Aaron Hughes 4-3. Aaron Hughes has been guillotining everybody that comes across his way. And Gerald Muse is the only fighter with 2 twisters.
2.
Only local MMA fighter with 2 of them. So, I mean, submission specialist versus submission specialist. Someone's tapping or going to sleep in this fight.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Well, here's the thing. It's intriguing because they're both, like you said, submission specialists. It'd be cool to watch it on their feet. I know Aaron, we haven't seen much of Jerry on his feet because most of it's been on the ground. Even when his fight went to the second round with Jake Hicksenbaugh, most of that was contested on the ground in a jiu-jitsu battle, some ground and pound there. But Aaron, Aaron's got some decent leg kicks, man, and he'll keep his distance. As Cage Titans put out, I do pay attention to my friends like Aaron. So Cage Titans did put out a video. Aaron, in his amateur career, had, I think, a 7-second knockout of a tough kid who is hard to fucking put away as far as knocking out, and Xavier Cardano. That kid is hard to put away. He's old man strength. And Aaron's got a 7-second knockout and a couple of highlight reel submissions there. So it's I told Aaron I was proud of him because where he's come from. He was like 0-3, 0-4, and then he was like 2-7 or 2-6, and then I don't know, I might be wrong, Aaron, but he made his way up. He got a friggin' amateur title fight at one time. And then he started off his career with a win, back and forth, win loses, maybe a couple losses in a row. And now he's on the cusp of being fighter of the year.
Nice.
For Cage Titans with a win. Either one of these guys right here with a win are fighter of the year in my eyes, so.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool that he's on the can as well. This fight is on the can.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think it's called like the lightweight bear or something.
Yep.
And
this fight's on the fucking can.
Yeah, they're on the front of it.
What's Jerry wearing? Is it just their faces or something?
Yeah, I think it's just them squaring off.
I think it's just like their fight poster photos.
Yeah, they probably.
South America thing, that would be sweet. But yeah, the card stack as well. You got some no-stos fighters coming to the area. Kyle Fufel, who just made his pro debut and won it. So he's on his second fight, also fighting another guy who's 1-0. So should be good. Joe Poirier, Sam Wofford, Aaron Tressel. You got a bunch of fighters on the card. This weekend is a great weekend for MMA, locally and UFC.
Game bread too.
Another great fight is a pro debut of Brett Layton and Randy Francis. Two young guys that fought before as amateurs at Reality Fighting. I think Brett Layton in that fight was winning into the third round, and he got caught in an armbar to lose that fight. So they're running it back as pros, man. That's a fucking exciting fight. As we know, Randy Francis is out of Billy Goff's gym, Dexter's. So it should be a great matchup. And Dexter's will be in the beginning. Will be in the building with Billy Goff, definitely in the corner of Randy. So that's a good fight.
Yeah, and it looks like their fight was just in 2022. So this is literally just like a year and a half later. They get to rematch it.
Excellent. Well, I'm sorry I'm not going to be there.
That's always a good show. It's always popping in there.
I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to follow along NewEnglandMMA.org to watch it. Saturday night, I'm going to see my potential guitar player singer do his one-man band.
Nice.
So I'll be out and about, but I'll be checking in and stuff like that late Saturday night when I get out of work. So, Jeff, anything you want to say before I let you go? We will check in with you next week if you want about what went on this weekend, potential matchups in the future, because this is the last card of Cage Titans for the year. And last card for all these promotions for the year coming up, Combat Zone and what else? What else is going on? Neff. Oh, sorry, Neff.
We actually, Neff is this weekend. Cage Titans this weekend. Combat Zone is next weekend in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Excellent, man. So getting them over quick.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check in with you next week about Combat Zone, what went on this weekend, and implications of future things of to come for MMA in New England.
Sounds good, man. Hey, thanks for having me on. Good luck with all the future podcasts. I'll definitely be back for another show, and take care of that hat.
Definitely, my man. It's going to sit right on my drum set over here. It's going to be part of the show.
We got the hat iron and everything, like you were explaining last time.
I think it fits me. I might go get one tomorrow at fucking, I don't know.
At the
Where can I get one?
At the Brokeback Mountain store.
Brokeback Mountain store. With that said,
Whoa.
yeah. Maybe I should have washed it before I wore it. But with that said, Jeff, we're going to let you go. Tommy and I are going to recap our Halloween festivities, and then we're going to say bye. But thanks a lot, man. I'll talk to you real soon.
Sounds good.
Also,
Jeff,
Bare Knuckle on Friday, Game Bread.
Oh, yeah, Bare Knuckle, Randy Francis Friday.
Yep,
Randy
Costa.
Randy Costa.
Yep.
Sorry. Forgot about that.
I think Tank, is it, who's fighting in the main event? Is it, Roy Nelson's fighting in the main
Oh,
event.
yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah, against who? Somebody's not a real heavyweight, right?
I don't know. Some guy used to fight as a middleweight. But, go Roy Nelson.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, guys.
Big country.
All right.
Later,
All
Jeff.
right, I'll see you later. All right, that was awesome.
Yeah, he's good shit.
Yeah. I get it. We had a ball. When he stayed here,
Yeah.
we went to the bar before and then same bar after. And ladies like Jeff, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Got that cowboy swagger.
Hell yeah.
Halloween, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, right. It seems like
That's where we're
forever
going to
ago.
leave off the show.
Yep. You had the good Joe Exotic.
I had Joe Exotic going, my man.
That was Triple H.
That's what you were.
Yeah.
Someone said that at work. I'm like,
Yeah.
and now your wife was who?
Paul Bear.
Now, do they go hand in hand?
No, not
they're
really them
different.
two.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's separate. Paul Bear is with the Undertaker. Remember that back in the day?
Yes.
Were you a wrestling guy back
Yeah,
in the
I
day?
remember him,
He was like his manager,
yeah.
his little lackey. So that was cool. My old man was the Undertaker. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Funny. The blonde beard looked well on me.
Did you guys go out, or was it
It was a
home
party.
thing?
No, it was a party at my dad's house. They have a themed Halloween party every year.
Cool.
So this year the theme was WWF.
I won a contest.
Yeah, I saw that.
As soon as I walked in that place, everyone knew I was winning. It was pretty fun.
That's good.
tell you. I had a
Where
good
was that
time.
party?
That was at. It was in North Kingston Tavern. Quonset Tavern.
Okay.
So it's on a golf course.
Yep.
Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
So the tee's right. Tee off is right there.
That's cool.
So they had a party there, and it was like part of the bar that I play cards at too.
Okay.
It was like they're affiliated,
Those
so
people,
a lot
yep.
of people were there from there. The dude that I'm going to be doing maybe the side band with, and he was going to be coming on here to do some music, talk music and shit with locals. He was the DJ there.
Nice.
So yeah, people were giving me a double take because
Yeah,
I
because you
look
look like
legit.
him. You look like
you know what I mean?
do
I
look
had
like
my
him.
stuffed fucking animal, my
Yeah.
stuffed friggin' tiger.
That
too.
was what was different from the last years or whatever when you wore that costume a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, I had the gun.
Yeah.
I almost got arrested when I brought the gun around. But I know.
Now you have a tiger.
Now I got a baby tiger, and then fucking people are dying. I had it, was kissing it.
Oh,
patting
God.
it, making purring noises and
yeah,
shit.
that's ridiculous.
Fucking Joe. I actually, a woman gave me her phone number
What?
as Joe Exotic. What you saw.
Yeah, right.
She thought I was the funniest thing in the world. And I guess she didn't care. Let me tell you.
You look a lot better than he does.
I still would. I think it was a hot looking Joe Exotic.
Yeah, like
I
Joe
have to say.
Joe Exotic if he fucking laid
Because
off the
listen to this,
meth.
when I went out after, I left and I went to a couple of bars on my way home,
Yep.
and I didn't bring in my holster or nothing.
No.
I just had my hat and the hair and my sunglasses, and I walked in a bar. People, they gave me a double take, but one lady that I go to the bar, she goes, "Can I help you, sir?" I was like, "Who the fuck I am?" I was like, That's
funny.
Papa said I look more like Joe Exotic than Joe Exotic looks like Joe
Yeah,
Exotic.
because he's hurting looking. So a couple of years ago, I dressed up as Count Oleg for Nosferatu. You might have seen that picture: bald head, vampire, totally face paint. I went up to my father. It was his party, and he extended his hand and says, "Hi, I'm Tom Shayhood." He didn't even know it was me.
Who you with?
Yeah, my fucking father. Because I shaved my beard off and everything.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, I look totally different because I usually have like that small beard.
Yeah,
It was tough, man, when I had to shave that. And I had to walk
Sure.
around for 2 days
Yeah.
that until Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's already growing in a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. Should I keep it?
It's kind of a good look.
Should I keep this?
That'd be good for a little bit. It always just grow back
I
in.
should
Maybe.
look around. I got some looks with it.
I bet. With the cowboy hat and that.
If it'll help the
Yeah,
podcast.
if you wear
people,
that,
should I?
yeah, wear the cowboy hat.
I'm gonna wear the cowboy hat for now. I'm taking over Jeff's fucking spiel here. Should I keep the stash?
When I was telling,
Should I play drums like this?
you look like you're in fucking U2 or something.
Fucking Village People.
Yeah, that's different. That's a different band. That's a different podcast.
Which will be coming.
Yeah, I was just
no
saying
pun intended.
when I was telling my wife Ash, who was coming on, Jeff, I kept calling him like the karate cowboy and stuff. Just saying, it's just funny.
He's got a couple of different handles on Instagram, but the real one is the combat cowboy.
Yep.
He's a good guy. I had
Hell yeah.
even when I go to the fights with him, we have a blast.
Yep.
I mean, we're idiots like that together.
He's always smiling. So
Yeah, we don't give a shit. We're laughing the whole time.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to look forward to, going to the shows. In
I want to do that too. We're going to go up there and fucking.
Yeah, but like I said, 2024, I'm not stopping like supporting fighters and stuff like that.
You're not gonna all of a
I'm
sudden
not reaching out to new fighters.
You still
and stuff
love
like
it.
That.
You
I'm
still
not-
love it as a sport.
It's more like I'm going to keep a dialogue with the fighters I know and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to move on to other things also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other things that interest me.
Of course.
I'm going to be reaching out to a lot of different people down the line. Like I said, it's not going to be like, it's going to be baby steps. I might not have a guest for a couple of weeks, but
Sure.
I think once that music thing kicks in and we can get some musicians down here, some original people, gonna have shows coming up, cover bands, come play acoustically.
Sure.
I think it'll do something.
I do too.
Media come in, tell a couple of jokes. Get them out there.
Absolutely.
I help the MMA community. I think I can help a lot of entertainment communities.
Definitely.
The platform. So
There's a lot of cool stuff in like Providence and things like that.
yeah.
So
I'm not saying I can't go on location too
Yeah.
at some time.
Sure.
I might. I'm the Room Podcast. Is that media or is that a podcast?
Same thing. One is the other. Podcast is media.
All right. But I'm not MMA media.
No. Hey, just media.
I feel like Theo.
Journalism.
I feel like that Theo guy thinking real fucking
Theo?
something.
Like Theo Vaughn?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's fucking
Don't worry, we're gonna get raunchy, people.
Yeah, he's out there.
We'll get raunchy. That's why I'm staying single.
That's why.
No one is gonna be able to fucking deal with me. The show takes off. Fucking have blow up dolls in here. And everything.
Get out of here with that.
So last thing, before I let you give your little thing. So my daughter, I have her on Tuesdays. My daughter, if you didn't know, she's 20 years old. She's going into her third year of UMass,
Nice.
Dartmouth. That's why I work so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2 more years, then I can relax a little bit. But she's not one to give like praise about stuff or that. She's hard. She's hard, like me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But she's harder. So anyway, she stays off social media. She does have her channel, but it's only with her friends and stuff like that. So she's awesome. So anyway, I said to her, I had her yesterday, went out to dinner. I shouldn't say I had her. She's 20.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We went out to dinner
But I know what
yesterday.
you mean too. I was a single dad and all
Yeah.
that stuff, you know.
So we went out to dinner yesterday, and I told her, I said, hey, I stopped the MMA thing. She went, why? What do you do? She goes, you're not going to do the podcast? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess she watches
Yeah.
every so often.
Sure. She
I think
knows.
she's proud of it.
Of
So
course.
I was like, no, because, she sees it, like, and, some of it's good.
Yep.
Some of the shit. So it was really cool for her to, like, and I said, no, I'm still going to do the podcast.
Yep.
I'm just not going to do the fight thing. I think she might be a little relieved about not doing the fight thing all the time. Because I talk to her. She's my buddy.
Sure. You
So she
you
knows
vent
what
to her
goes
and
on when
shit.
people want to beat me up here
Yeah.
and there. We laugh about it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
of course.
Yeah, Lauren, I pissed off another fighter
Yeah.
fucking over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Not the
so
best
she
people.
and she likes those stories.
Sure,
You know what I mean? That's
sure.
what she's in she's going to be a psychologist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what my daughter does too.
So I would tell her about it, but I think she's kind of relieved
Sure.
that I'm not.
Probably that realizes that you're relieved.
Yeah. It's a lot of pressure off me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's important.
Reaching out to fighters, setting it up, getting blown off a lot. too.
Worrying about it.
Yeah, but I'm going to get blown off in the future too with all kinds of entertainers and shit, whatever. Blown off. Pun intended.
I was looking for something.
I know,
on that one.
fuck it. Down the line.
Later.
Down the line. I can add little things when I edit this shit.
We'll have to have more things to think about.
But I already lost my train of thought. But
Just that she, people, it's a big deal when, you put yourself out there and say, this is what's going to happen. This is going to change. Something that as once was always is now going to change. So, but I think people now will understand that you're not going anywhere. You're still going to do the thing. You want to be more of the thing. You want to be seen more. You're going to be more in people's faces. You're going to have more of a range to talk about besides MMA, which it's not only MMA in here. We always talk about everything.
yeah, a big thing is though, like Cage Titans, Mike Paul there. They helped me out immensely, sharing stuff.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna have to, regroup. Hopefully I get it shared. The new stuff gets shared
Of course.
by promotions or something. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
But I appreciate all those guys and stuff like that.
Of course.
Like I said, I'm gonna be interviewing or having a podcast with fighters and stuff down
Yeah,
the
we're going
line.
to talk about it. We're going to talk about the events.
Andrew Valdina, his dad, reached out to me.
Yep.
We had planned on doing something with those two coming down together
Yep.
and talking about life, fighting, being a dad for a fighter, being,
Sure.
and all that stuff, a different perspective.
Yep.
So he messaged me literally a couple hours after I made that post. No, the next day. And he's like, hey, are you willing to do one last podcast? I'm like, oh man. And he mentioned, oh yeah. I said, dude, no, I'm not stopping.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah. That post I made was pretty straight
it was
out.
ripping
I
the
didn't want
Band-Aid
to.
off.
I didn't want to like explain shit. I
Yep.
just wanted to stick the dagger in it and then go from there.
Yeah,
Let people
rip off that Band-Aid.
I didn't want any people to speculate. Oh, maybe he got arrested. Maybe he's going to fucking.
Maybe he got beat
He's
up.
going to jail.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a fight with New England MMA guys. There was nothing internal, nothing like that.
Maybe some guy came down here, slapped you around.
Yeah, I didn't. No one scared me. None of it was just everything put together that I just need a break from it. Not saying 2024. I'm a free agent.
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yep.
Free agent.
Contract year.
Someone comes by and says, "Hey, can I'll use you. I can use you for something. The platform."
Yep.
I'm not against it. You know what I mean? But the Room podcast will be here
Yes.
no matter what.
Lives on.
Dude, there might be a drum set in here, a real drum set
Sweet.
down the line. We are consolidating the room where we're getting rid of a lot of stuff in here, a lot of clutter. We're going to rearrange it a little bit. We're going to get new lighting in here, dim it down,
Yep.
make it a little more intimate.
Yeah. Ambiance.
Yes. Maybe I'll get a volcano lamp or whatever the fuck, lava lamp.
Have a light.
I'm really going
You
out.
don't have one of
Oh,
those?
yeah. No, I had a keychain one.
Yeah.
one
You
time.
never had a real one?
No, I never
in
had
your
a
fucking
real
dresser in the 60s and shit?
No.
I
Never
did.
had one of those.
It was like the 90s.
My buddy did, but
They're
it
cool.
wasn't enough just seeing theirs.
You just go over and see theirs.
Fucking, I didn't want to waste my Christmas and birthday present on a
Exactly,
lava
right.
lamp.
Exactly.
Mike Polver over here. Mike
Yeah.
Polver says, "Gonna miss you at this show this Saturday. Gonna miss you guys. Joe, they got a great show.
Yeah.
I know. You know, Mike jumps over hurdles every card to get it going.
Oh,
Things drop out. Fuck ups happen.
He works real hard on those days.
Yeah, a lot of fucking things happen in this card with fights falling through, man. A lot. And he got it together as usual, and he kept a huge title fight up there
He always does it.
with one of the biggest faces of Cage Titans, Joe Giannetti. So, you know, Mike, congratulations. I will be back definitely to your show first thing 2024. Cage Titans will always be my favorites.
Hell
Just
yeah.
like some
Oh,
of
yeah.
my fighters will always be my favorites. They will always get first dibs on my time. Anything you want to say before we
Just
get
glad
going?
to be here, man. We're going to move forward and we're going to do the thing. We're not going anywhere. If anyone was scared about that, we're here. We're not going anywhere. Every Wednesday.
Platform is yours, people. Spread the word. You got a comedian. You got a musician friend. You got, anyone that has some kind of following that is a professional in their craft. Bring them out.
What do they do back in Letterman? Like the stupid human tricks? Remember that shit?
You want to bring your bird in here?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Your
I'll
dog
sit
do
him right
something
fucking
weird.
neck to
yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah, your dog do something weird.
I don't
Fucking
give a
call
fuck.
us.
Bring him in here. This is a pet-friendly show, people.
Sure.
But with that said, thank you so much, people. We will be back next week.
That's right.
Not sure of a guest, but if you have any ideas, people, send them my way. We're getting it out there, and
If you want to come in, reach out. You know.
Yeah. So this weekend, Cage Titans, Neff, Game Bread, UFC, and that's about it,
That'll
man.
be some good watching.
Thanks for tuning in. Always follow us on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Remember, it's _room_podcast everywhere. My TikTok channel is going to change to the Room Podcast also. So,
What's it now? Ambassador?
Ambassador
Yeah.
of the Fighters.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up that name.
No, that's cool. That's
But I'm
original.
going to change the main channels, the Room Podcast. That's what I'm going to try to get out there, get more of. So with that said, that's it, man. I think I said enough tonight.
Damn right.
I'll share more down the line, but not much. There's not much more to say.
Nope.
Like I said, I have 99% of the community I love and on friends and respectful, and I respect, and they respect me. And there's 1% that, if you drove into a pond frozen, I would not give a fuck.
There you go.
So with
It's getting
that
cold
said,
out there. It's getting cold.
Yeah, it's getting cold too, people. So karma has a way of finding you. So with that said,
Damn.
see you next week.
Good night.